So welcome back to the cabin. You want to come over? Over around this way. Come in. Sit down. Good girl. So welcome back to the cabin once again. I know it's been a while since I've shot any videos. And hey, since she's here, let's talk about that a second. So when I originally started this channel, I really didn't want to do it. I was building a log cabin. A friend said, hey, you know, you really should be documenting this. You really should be putting it on YouTube. And I'm not sure if Lavender's here telling me not to tell the story or not. But anyway, over the summer, I hadn't shot any videos at all. And I'll be honest, I was a little bit disgusted at some of the comments that people put on my page. And not most of you. Most of you are loving and kind, and even some of the criticism I get, I'll take it open-handed. I mean, like my audio sometimes is bad. Sometimes my lighting is bad. Lighting in here is really difficult. And if I try too hard, I get something that sort of doesn't look good. And like today, we just have a fire and the window is open and there's natural light coming in, and hopefully it turns out good. But the comment that I got from someone was about my dog. And it was about how I'm more of a cat person than a dog person. And they even went as far as saying I need to give her to a loving home. And the problem is, Lavender doesn't like cameras. She despises them. If I turn a camera toward her, her ears go down. She doesn't like them. But she is by far my best friend. We do everything together. We go to Grandma's house. We go for walks. She loves going for walks downtown. She listens to me very well. But what people have to understand is that you don't always talk to a dog the way you talk to a person. If I tell her to move, she understands that she needs to move. She needs to get out of that spot. And I talk to her like she's human. The thing is, right now, she's listening and she is observing every single word I'm saying. She knows everything I say. When I talk to her downtown, and we're going to do a video, just her and I sometime, when I can figure out how to do it where she doesn't recognize the camera person, because she will. She listens to every word I say. She stays at my side. She never pulls a leash tight. If I tell her that we're going to stop at an intersection, she stops in her tracks. I mean, she does not. She listens to every word. She loves me. She loves me more than she loves herself. I'll guarantee it. She is a good girl, isn't she? She's a good girl. Yes. And she gets treated very nicely. But it doesn't always come across, because if she's in my way and I'm on the tractor, or if she's in my way and I'm opening the door and I've got a wheelbarrow load full of wood, I simply say, get out of my way. Or I say, move. Move, get out of my way. She understands everything I say so well that if I just say move, she does exactly that. She moves. Oop, you're okay. Stay here. Getting hot, huh? Anyway, we just thought we would catch up a little bit this morning with a quick video. I am burning up in front of this fire, so I know that she's getting awful hot too. You can go if you want. No? Here, let me scoot over just a little bit. I figured I would. So that's enough about that. We're not going to harp on that anymore. I did take a lot of time off this summer, and honestly didn't even know if I was going to shoot any more videos at all, simply because of that one comment, and that's wrong on my part, because I should not let one negative person control how I feel or how I act or even how I treat. You know, you guys got ripped out of an entire summer of gardening and you know, the things I did around the cabin here. I worked really hard outside. I didn't shoot any videos all summer long. I did some pictures and things. I really wanted to document the Johnny Appleseed Festival, but I can't do both. Here at the cabin, I set up cameras. I do everything by myself, and I simply can't do that at the festival. I have to have someone to do that for me. I had some people lined up. They apparently didn't show up because I never saw them. So hopefully next year, if I even have to pay someone, hopefully next year I can get someone to help document that festival for me. Anyway, hey, it's breakfast time. I'm just going to throw on some toast. I just thought I would just keep it simple this morning. I go to my mom's house. We call that Grandma's house, and I know Lavender's right on the back side of you there listening. Um, Typically, we go to Grandma's house and have breakfast, and I still will do that. But for now, just some, I think that our ancestors, the pioneers of this country, would have been happy with just anything, maybe some eggs and some toast, and that's typically our meal. Eggs and toast. I'm good with just some toast this morning, you know what I mean? Until I get a chance to go to Mom's house, and then I'll go down and cook her breakfast down there. Anyway, let's catch you up a little bit more. Again, the Appleseed Festival, I really want to get that documented at some point. Major injury 3 weeks ago. I will not be doing any stonework in the near future. I ruptured my pectoral major. So the muscle that connects your chest to your arm that helps you do your inward motions, your ups, your push-ups to push you off the ground. That muscle I ripped off of the bone here. The first day, my arm was just dead, just hanging there. I went to the emergency room. They confirmed I did that, and then I had to go talk to a specialist. The second day I talked to a specialist who said I would need surgery to repair that I would be down for about 5 to 6 months with that arm strapped in and trying to keep it from moving after they do the repair. So of course I did what anybody would do who is a believer and believes in miracles. I did a whole lot of praying that night. Did a whole lot of praying. This toast around. Ooh, look at that, huh? I did a whole lot of praying that night. Praying, God heal me. Like I don't want to have surgery. Please, don't let me go that path. Please take care of this for me. And I'll be honest. The next day I woke up and nothing had changed. Like my arm was still, I pretty much had to just carry it everywhere I went, and it hurt so bad when it was moved improperly. If I just kept it in one spot, it was fine. And there was no. Are you coming back over? You're fine. There was no healing that I could notice at that point in time. So I started thinking, God, what is it that you want from me? Like you guys don't even know half of who I am. Not that I'm anything special, but there's some parts of my life that I don't share with you because sometimes I don't know if people have the faith to believe the things that I might say. God has done some incredible work through me, and I've written all kinds of stories about that stuff. And I haven't really shared much of that on here because some of it is so incredible, I didn't even believe it, but I was the one living it, so how could I not? So I started thinking, God, what do you want from me? What do you, am I supposed to write that book? Because that's where we are. Am I supposed to write that book? Am I supposed to shoot more YouTube videos? Am I supposed to talk about this stuff? If you're not going to heal me, what are you going to do? Explain this to me. And later that night, can I check my toast again? You're good, buddy. A little bit more. Later that night when I went to bed, I laid in bed, half asleep, half awake, maybe all the way asleep, and maybe just feeling it. I could feel this burning sensation right there where that tendon was missing from. I could feel this burning and then itching and then burning and then itching. But it wasn't in a bad way. It was in a good way. I remember opening my eyes and thinking, wow, that feels weird. That feels different. I've never felt anything like that as it came to this injury. But burning and itching and burning. And then eventually I fell back to sleep and went to sleep all night. Never, no pain, no, nothing. And when I got up the next morning, I actually could completely move that hand. Now I'm not saying that was healing at all. I don't know what it was, but I do know this. To that point, I had no movement in that arm, especially that inward. You know, I could use my other muscles, but I couldn't go inward at all. And that morning, I could lift a cup of coffee, and instantly, I'm like, well, if I can lift a cup of coffee, I've got to be getting better. And I went ahead and canceled all doctor's appointments, all surgeries, all everything. And on day 3, I could pick up the can of coffee and put it back in the cupboard. And day 4, stronger. Day 5, stronger. Here we are at day 15, 16, 17, something like that. Little over 2 weeks. I think going on 3 weeks. And I can now set up the 40-foot ladder and climb 40-foot ladder. And they were talking, I had to have surgery and I had to be down for 6 or 8 months. So you call it what it is. I just know this. I am rebounding leaps and bounds past where I should have been. You want a piece of bread? No? You want it? You can have it. Go ahead. Toast the old-fashioned way. And that is a toaster from the early days of, you know, we're used to toast being a really quick thing. You pop a couple pieces of bread in there, but this is actually the way our ancestors had to toast bread. It is an original handmade, hand-forged toaster that makes a beautiful piece of toast, especially on homemade bread, you know. Anyway, give me a second. I'm going to finish this real quick. You'll never have coffee hotter than that. Was that good? Was that good? She normally goes to Grandma's with me and she gets breakfast down there too, but you want another piece? Anyway, I am recovering leaps and bounds beyond what I expected, what the doctors had told me originally. Now, mind you, they only saw me the very first day and the second day. I don't have any insurance, so I did not keep going back to the doctor and back to the doctor. When I decided I was going to go this on my own, or if I was going to go this knowing that God was going to take care of it, then I never called back again. I just sort of decided to do it, you know. I'm not the kind of guy to sit around doing nothing. I suspect that this will heal 100% and that I will continue with a normal style life. Now, when I say 100%, maybe I won't be able to do quite what I used to be able to do, but honestly, I can do more with my left hand than 3/4 of this country can do with if they had 3 hands. I mean, I'm not the kind of guy to sit down and take defeat lightly. So I don't suspect that this will slow me down for long. at all. So anyway, that's all we're going to rant and rave about today. I'm going to be back. I'll get this video posted. Hope I've got a couple days off now, so I'm hoping to shoot another video this weekend. Maybe we'll do something different with the pizza oven in the backyard. I just can't do a lot of construction stuff yet. I won't run a chainsaw yet, just because I need to give that time to heal. Whether it was repaired spiritually or not, I need to give it time to get better before I go doing anything really stupid with it. So no chainsaw for now. I have been using a little circular saw, which the hardest motion for me is anytime I need to use this muscle. So that forward motion's a little bit rugged for me, and coming in is a little bit hard. So I'm just going to take it easy, but heck, there's nothing wrong with me having a fire and cooking some pizza or whatever. We did the fundraiser last weekend for my daughter. Come here. It went very well. No, you're not getting any more. That's it. You're done. Nope. No more. No more. Come sit down. Come on. Come sit down. You're not getting any more. You're done. You gonna go away then? We did that fundraiser for my daughter last weekend. It went really well. We sold about 80 pizzas to raise awareness against domestic violence. I think my daughter raised like $1,800 that she will be donating to like the Christina House, and I think the other one's called the Sophia House. It's two different organizations that give women a place to go if they need a shelter away from an abusive man. And men, out to you, we need to stop that crap. We need to treat our loved ones like we love them. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. Love is not arrogant or rude. And I don't think I'm getting it all in the right order, but it doesn't matter. Basically, it's okay to be a man. And my opinion is that we definitely have to guide our family and run our family. But on the flip side of that, we can do it with love. Anyway, take care. God bless. Rely on Him. I think the message has to be that He is a healer. He is a healer. Ask for it like you mean it. Ask for it like you mean it. And receive it as if it was done. And receive it as if it was done. Because I believe if you believe with all of your heart and you ask in that manner, He will honor it. He will honor it. Let's just leave it there. So take care. God bless.